Does anyone know if Hendrik is coming today? Usually he's here early. In fact, usually, yeah, he often puts something in the Slack channel saying we're having our meeting now. I'm going to try
So
that.
just so you all know,
online in Slack.
He's not online?
No, he is. He shows green.
Sorry, go ahead.
He may be one of the speakers at today's member LFDT joint meetings, so I'm not positive. I'm parallel listening to two things at the same time today. So
Okay.
there, here he comes. He's probably doing the same thing.
Okay. Hey. So I did post in the channel that we're having our meeting now. So hopefully people will join us.
Perfect, thank you. I had problems with my GitHub login. I was just logged out everywhere, so not able to join this call, not able to open anything. That created some delay on my side, but now I'm here. Let me share my screen. Okay. So let me check. Oh, how to switch the view. Do we have quorum? We have Alex, Milan, Richard, Riemann, Brandon, me, Stoyan. Yeah, that's good. Okay, perfect. So let's start with the meeting, and with that, welcome to the TSC meeting of the Hiero project. Same procedure as in every week. Let me introduce you to the meeting. It's a public meeting, which is part of the Hiero project, and with that part of the Linux Foundation Decentralized Trust, where it's a meeting of the TSC. We invite everybody to join this meeting, contribute to that meeting, ask questions, bring in topics, and so on. Discuss with us if points are not clear. And next to that meeting that you can find in our public calendar, we have a lot of other public meetings, like general community meetings, SDK meetings, like you can see tomorrow the Python SDK meeting. On Thursday, the general Hiero community call, and so on and so on. And if you miss a meeting, you can even watch the recording of that meeting in that calendar for previous meetings. So all that is open, all that is public, free to join for everybody, which means please be nice in those meetings, because they are open to everybody. We like to hear your voice. We like to hear what you think about our work, about the work of others. We like to discuss with you topics about Hiero, but please do it in a friendly manner. For that, we work under the Code of Conduct and the antitrust policy of the Linux Foundation. And with that, let's start the meeting today. As some of you might know, and that's why some people are not here at that meeting, there's at the Linux Foundation Decentralized Trust just happening a meeting in parallel, because we have like 1 year of Linux Foundation Decentralized Trust, and there's a meetup on that happening exactly now and even like next hour. So if you have free time after that meeting, you can join the LFDT meetup regarding 1 year of Linux Foundation Decentralized Trust. And having 1 year of LFDT means next to it having 1 year of Hiero, right? Because Hiero, as the first new project of the Linux Foundation Decentralized Trust, has been announced with the creation of the Linux Foundation Decentralized Trust, which means we will do a webinar too on that topic. Happily, that don't happen today, but it happens tomorrow. So tomorrow, I think at the same time as the TSC starts, so in 24 hours, we have a webinar regarding 1 year of Hiero, celebrating open collaboration and neutral governance. And several people from the Hiero community will be part of that webinar. There will be fire chats with the LFDT management. There will be discussions with individual contributors of the Hiero project. So there's a quite interesting agenda on that meeting. Let me just send you, if you haven't been aware of it since now, the link to it here in the chat. So if you want to join us tomorrow on that celebration, yeah, feel yourself invited. And with that, some other things happen, like I'm just opened the Hedera blog, and since 1 or 2 hours, the Hiero Turns 1 blog post is live that gives a nice overview about the Hiero project, what happens in the last year, especially with the graduation happened in in the near past. So I can share that one too. So it's currently the time to celebrate that project with what we have achieved over the last 12 months, which is really, really great. Okay, those are just some party informations. Let's look at the work topics. So when coming to the HIPs, again, I can open this nice HIPs tracker that we now have. So the only HIP that is in a kind of intermediate state at the moment is that simple fees HIP. And actually, Richard, to be fair, I haven't looked in it since a week. Is that ready for another preview or review? Should I add it to the schedule for a coming week, or what is the state here?
I believe that they're still working through comments.
Okay.
I have not been told by them that they wanted to present it.
Okay. Okay. Good. So then we will just wait.
I've been the one working through the comments. So yeah, it's not. We should be pushing out a new draft to me tomorrow. So yeah, I do hope that we can present it next Tuesday if we can get on the agenda, please.
Okay. Cool. And Mark, there's hands up.
Yeah, sorry, on this list, I see HIP 1127. I think that was approved already. Just wanted to highlight.
1127?
Oh, here it has 1128. The unified transaction format. Yes. And does there anybody else remember that being accepted?
I don't think so.
Okay. We'll have to unpack that. It was deployed. But,
I think this may have been before we started doing our process.
Maybe. Yeah.
yeah,
I think it was before the
okay.
TSC started voting on these.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Do we need to run that through approval then, or is it implicitly approved since it was deployed?
I mean, if it was done before the TSC started voting on HIPs, then I think it would have fallen under the old process.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, guys.
I would agree on that. The question is, what state does it have then? like approved? I don't know. Because then draft is definitely wrong, right?
You can also just remove it from the board.
Okay, you can just remove it. Okay. So you can do that, Richard, or?
Oh, well, hopefully anybody can. Let me see. I
I
know
mean,
I
I can
can.
delete from project, but I don't know if
Yeah.
that is. Okay.
Yeah, that should be it.
Boom. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Good. Um, good, but we see we still have some hips coming up in future. That is great. So let's have a look. Oh yeah, we have the. Oh, thanks, Diane, for sharing that. Let me just open that. So next to the one on Hedera, we have another blog post here on the LFDT with some additional information. So yeah, a lot of buzz on that topic. I like it a lot. Good. Coming back to the agenda. So we still have the ongoing election where we currently in the election phase. So nomination phase is done, and we're in the phase of doing elections that will run until September 21st. So we sent out notifications to all the maintainers to do an election, and as you can see, it runs not a full week, but it still runs several days, and then on the TSC meeting next week we will announce the winner of that election. Any questions on that?
Sorry, my dog is probably making a lot of noise if I'm trying to talk. But yeah, so is it still planned for Thursday? I didn't get a reply from Ryan. I mean, I think because there was a lot of other stuff to organize.
Yeah.
Apart from that, streaming it live, is it still planning like doing the community call that we have? All of the nominees, and are they already contacted?
That's a very good question. Both Jessica and Rai are currently not here in this meeting. They are both in the LFDT meeting. But I can ping them. Let me write it down and ask them afterwards. So I would like to do that on Thursday on the Hiero community meeting. Do a Q&A and maybe a presentation of the nominees. Yeah. But I don't know if Jessica and Rai have organized anything here. But I put it on my list and I asked them, and if not, I will try to contact all three and ask them if they have time.
And have we done, or do we have can we say like at the end that we have done everything to reach the people that are allowed to vote? I'm just trying to pinpoint if we have any gaps in terms of communications, or where we can still extend our communications to make sure that as many people vote, because that they understand that hey, your voice matters. It's very important to have them all then say, because they're maintaining the code of Hiero, so they should have, all of them should have a say in who will represent them on the TC.
Give me a second. So, my assumption is we can do a little bit more, and I wrote it down here too. So I was since the weekend traveling, but I will use that week to do a little bit of, like communication about it in the different channels. That's a very good point, Megan. I will try to bring it back to the minds of the people that there's a voting going on. Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah, and I mean, I would almost go as far. I mean, I mentioned it. I mentioned it last week, but almost as far to contact as many directly as possible. Yeah, because just hey, if they know, I mean, I'm willing to help with that, right? I mean, if we all contact a few folks, and I mean, it's like 60, I think. I think it's like 60 maintainers. So I think if we all do a few, we got them all. So yeah, I think that will be very, very powerful.
Makes sense. So yeah, I will try to catch Jessica and maybe create, like a good message with all the information links in it that I can again then share in Discord, in the Hashcraft Slack and wherever, and in a GitHub discussion maybe. Yeah. Was traveling too much last week again. Then those smaller things got lost. Sorry about that. But now I'm back home and will take care of that.
Yes, and May also mentioned. Sorry, my dog's really. I need to feed him. So, as May also mentioned, yeah, I think there's yeah, he's the best boy I know. Yeah, so I remember maybe there's stuff like I don't see, but I'm willing to do anything. I'm happy to reach out to people. And I know there's a GitHub notification, but I've personally seen that, I've subscribed to quite only a few, I think, and I get a lot of notifications. So, it's hard to shift through things.
Yeah.
Maybe we can even reach out with Hedera. I don't know if that's in the realm of possibilities, that the Hedera does a tweet like, hey, there's a TSC, voting coming up. All contributors. Yeah, I'm just spitballing here. There's one thing what I just love about elections is that all those who can vote, they have a say. And I think the most powerful you can have with that is to have as many folks as you can possibly to vote, because only then hey, that's the best representation you can have.
Yeah. That makes sense. And I've just seen the comment from May, which is a quite good comment too. So we will add to that document. I mean, it contains like the timeline. It contains how to nominate people and that, but it does not contain who is allowed to vote. I mean, yeah, the maintainers, we know it, but it should be written down here with a short description. So I just put that down and we'll take care of that too.
Wonderful. Thank you. And again, I'm happy to help wherever I can. So
cool. Any other points on the election? Okay. Which brings us to any other business. Are there any topics you would like to bring to the TSC, discuss here? I see Alex, you're unmuted. you want to say something or?
No. I just left it just in case because too many times I talk into mute, so I was just gonna flag it.
Yeah, same for me. I can understand that. Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm good, and unfortunately I have to drop at the bottom of the hour anyway. But
Yeah.
no, I don't have
Yeah.
anything specific.
Okay, anything? If not, we after had way too many TSC meetings where we needed more than an hour, we could today get that time back.
Excellent.
Cool. Okay, then I'm saying we're good for this week, and more time to watch the LFTT live stream now, and see you all then next week or
Right.
Right,
maybe in
thanks.
2 days on the community meetings.
Yeah.
Okay,
Absolutely.
perfect. Thank you.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
thanks.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.